The galactic stage, humanity's quiet ascension. In the vast expanse of the Milky Way, countless civilizations had risen and fallen over millennia. The current galactic powers, the Zirconian Empire, the Velutarian Confederation, and the Quanthi Collective, had long considered themselves the pinnacle of technological and cultural achievement. Their massive fleets patrolled trade routes, their diplomats brokered peace treaties, and their scientists unlocked the secrets of the universe. Amidst this tapestry of advanced alien civilizations, humanity remained largely unnoticed. Earth, a small blue planet in an unremarkable solar system, had only recently achieved faster-than-light travel. The handful of human colonies scattered across nearby star systems were seen as quaint curiosities by the galactic community, if they were noticed at all. Admiral Elena Sato stood at the viewing port of Ganymede Station, Earth's primary shipyard and research facility. Her dark eyes scanned the construction bays where gleaming ships took shape, their hulls adorned with the insignia of the United Earth Fleet. A small smile played across her lips as she considered the true nature of these vessels, a secret known only to a select few. "Admiral," a voice called from behind her. "The latest test results are in." Elena turned to face Dr. Amit Sharma, the brilliant physicist whose revolutionary theories had changed the course of human history. His weathered face bore the signs of countless sleepless nights, but his eyes sparkled with excitement. "Well, Amit," Elena prompted, her voice calm despite the anticipation building within her. Dr. Sharma's grin widened. "It works, Elena. The quantum fold drive performed flawlessly in all simulations. We're ready for a full-scale test." Elena nodded, allowing herself a moment of satisfaction. The quantum fold drive was humanity's ace in the hole, a propulsion system that would render all existing FTL technology obsolete. It was the culmination of decades of research conducted in utmost secrecy. "Excellent work, Amit," she said. "Inform the crew of the Artemis. We'll conduct the test run in 48 hours. As Dr. Sharma hurried away, Elena returned her gaze to the shipyards. The Artemis, Earth's most advanced prototype vessel, sat in its berth, its sleek lines belying the revolutionary technology hidden within. Humanity had learned of its galactic neighbors nearly 50 years ago, when a damaged alien scout ship crash-landed in the Australian outback. The occupants, diplomatic envoys from the Zirconian Empire, had been rescued and nursed back to health. In return, they had shared some of their technological knowledge, believing they were uplifting a primitive species. What the Zirconians didn't realize was that humanity had already been on the brink of several major scientific breakthroughs. The alien technology merely accelerated existing research, allowing humans to reverse engineer and improve upon the gifted knowledge. Earth's leaders had made a crucial decision in those early days to keep the true extent of human progress hidden from the galactic community. They knew that if humanity revealed its rapid advancements too soon, it would likely be seen as a threat and crushed by the established powers. So, for decades, Earth played the role of the grateful, wide-eyed novice. Human diplomats expressed awe at alien achievements, while carefully gleaning every scrap of information they could. Trade agreements were signed, cultural exchanges were conducted, and all the while, humanity prepared. Now, as Elena watched the bustle of activity in the shipyards, she knew that the time for secrecy was coming to an end. The quantum fold drive was just one of many innovations that would soon shock the galactic community. A chime from her communicator interrupted her thoughts. "Admiral Seto," she answered. "Ma'am," came the voice of her aide, "we've just received word from our outpost in the Proxima Centauri system. A Velutarian diplomatic vessel is requesting permission to visit Earth. They say it's a matter of utmost importance." Elena's brow furrowed. The Velutarians, while not openly hostile, had always been dismissive of humanity's potential. For them to request a direct meeting on Earth was unusual. "Very well," she replied. "Inform Earth's diplomatic corps and have them prepare for the visitors. I want to be kept in the loop on this one." As she ended the call, Elena couldn't shake the feeling that events were about to be set in motion that would change the course of galactic history. Humanity had hidden in the shadows for long enough. Soon, the time would come to step into the light and show the galaxy what they were truly capable of. With a final glance at the Artemis, Admiral Saito turned and strode purposefully towards the station's command center. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she knew that humanity was ready to face them. The stage was set, and the real drama was about to begin. First contact and deception. The Velitarian diplomatic vessel, the Star Waver, glided into Earth's orbit with an air of quiet superiority. Its crystalline hull shimmered with iridescent hues, a testament to the advanced materials technology of its creators. As it approached the designated docking station, Captain Zara Lin of the United Earth Defense Force couldn't help but feel a mix of anticipation and unease. Zara stood at attention in the docking bay, her crisp uniform a stark contrast to the ornate robes of the welcoming diplomatic team. Her augmented eyes, a cutting-edge cybernetic enhancement disguised as natural brown irises, scanned the approaching ship, analyzing its capabilities far beyond what the Velitarians would expect. The ship's airlock hissed open, revealing 3 Velitarians. Their tall, willowy forms seemed to float rather than walk, and their luminescent skin pulsed with subtle patterns, a form of non-verbal communication that human xenobiologists were still struggling to decipher. Ambassador Philavron, the lead Velitarian, inclined her head in a gesture of greeting. "We come in peace and with urgent tidings," she intoned, her voice a melodious hum that seemed to resonate in the air. Earth's chief diplomat, Dr. Marcus Chen, stepped forward with a warm smile. "Welcome to Earth, esteemed guests. We are honored by your presence." As the formal greetings were exchanged, Zara's augmented senses picked up minute details. The Velitarians' biorhythms indicated stress, and their skin patterns suggested agitation beneath their calm exterior. The delegation was escorted to a grand conference room with a breathtaking view of Earth's curvature. As they settled into their seats, Ambassador Philavron's expression grew grave. "Esteemed humans," she began, "we come to you with news that will shake the foundations of the galaxy. The Zarkonian Empire, long considered the peacekeepers of our realm, have betrayed us all." A ripple of carefully crafted surprise went through the human delegation. Dr. Chen leaned forward, his face a mask of concern. "Please, Ambassador, tell us more." Philavron's skin flickered with patterns of distress. "We have uncovered evidence that the Zarkonians have been secretly developing weapons of unimaginable power. Weapons that could destabilize the very fabric of space-time. They plan to use these to subjugate all other races, including your own fledgling colonies." Captain Zara Lin, standing quietly at attention near the wall, fought to keep her expression neutral. The humans in the room played their parts perfectly, expressing shock and dismay at the news. But Zara knew the truth. Earth had known about the Zarkonian weapons program for years. Dr. Chen's voice was steady as he responded, "This is grave news indeed, Ambassador. How do you propose we respond to this threat?" Philavron's eyes gleamed. "We seek an alliance, Dr. Chen. The Velitarian Confederation, along with the Quanthi Collective, wish to stand against the Zarkonian threat. But we need more allies. Your species, while young, has shown remarkable adaptability. We believe that with our guidance and technology, humanity could play a crucial role in the coming conflict." As the ambassador spoke, Zara's augmented eyes detected a subtle shift in the room's atmosphere. Nanosensors, invisible to the Velitarians, were analyzing every word, every gesture, searching for hidden truths and veiled threats. Dr. Chen nodded solemnly. "We are honored by your trust, Ambassador. Humanity has always sought peaceful coexistence with our galactic neighbors. The thought of such a threat to that peace is deeply troubling." He paused, his expression thoughtful. "However, you must understand that this is a decision that cannot be made lightly. We will need time to consult with our leaders and assess our capabilities." Philavron's skin pulsed with patterns of impatience, quickly suppressed. Of course, Dr. Chen. We understand the gravity of this request. However, I must stress the urgency of the situation. The Zirconians grow stronger by the day. We estimate that within one standard galactic year, their weapons will be ready. As the discussions continued, Captain Lin received a subtle alert through her neural link. Admiral Saito's voice whispered directly into her mind. Operation Trojan Horse is a go. Prepare for Phase 2. Zara acknowledged the order with a microscopic eye movement, undetectable to anyone watching. She knew that even now, deep within the Artemis, Earth's most brilliant minds were putting the final touches on technologies that would change the balance of power in the galaxy forever. The meeting concluded with promises of further discussions and cultural exchanges. As the Velutarian delegation prepared to depart, Ambassador Thelavron approached Captain Lin. "Your species is fortunate to have such dedicated protectors," she said, her melodious voice tinged with what might have been condescension. "In time, with proper training, humans might even serve alongside our own defense forces." Zara bowed slightly, the perfect image of a respectful junior officer. "You honor us with your words, Ambassador. We have much to learn from the Velutarian Confederation." As the Star Weaver disengaged from the docking bay and gracefully maneuvered away from Earth, Zara allowed herself a small, secret smile. The Velutarians, like the Zirconians before them, had underestimated humanity. They saw what they expected to see, a young, impressionable species, easily molded to serve their purposes. Little did they know that deep beneath the surface of Mars, in sprawling underground facilities shielded from prying eyes, the shipyards of humanity's true fleet were operating at full capacity. The quantum fold drive was just the beginning. Earth had taken the gifts and scraps of knowledge from their galactic neighbors and transformed them into something entirely new. The game of shadows and deception was entering its final stages. Soon, the galaxy would learn the true capabilities of humanity, and nothing would ever be the same. The Laughing Admirals. The Galactic Council Chamber, a vast amphitheater suspended in the void of space, hummed with tension. Representatives from 100 species filled the tiered seats, their forms as diverse as the stars themselves. At the center, holographic displays flickered with images of Earth and its modest fleet. Admiral Kolax of the Zirconian Empire, his tentacled face a mask of disdain, addressed the assembly. "Esteemed colleagues, we stand at a crossroads. The humans, barely out of their gravity well, dare to challenge the established order of the galaxy." A ripple of murmurs swept through the chamber. Admiral Kolax continued, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "They claim to have developed technologies that rival our own. They speak of quantum fold drives and dark matter manipulation. I ask you, is this not the height of absurdity?" Laughter erupted from various sections of the chamber. The Velutarian representative, still smarting from their failed attempt to manipulate Earth into an alliance, joined in with particular vigor. Unnoticed by the assembled dignitaries, a small, unremarkable drone hovered in a shadowy corner of the chamber. Its advanced cloaking technology, far beyond anything the Council races possessed, rendered it invisible to sensors and eyes alike. Back on Earth, in a hidden command center deep beneath the Mariana Trench, Admiral Elena Saito watched the proceedings through the drone's feed. Her face remained impassive, but her eyes glinted with a mixture of amusement and determination. "Let them laugh," she murmured to her assembled staff. "It will make the revelation all the sweeter." On the screen, Admiral Kolax was reaching the crescendo of his speech. "I propose that we put an end to this human farce once and for all. A joint task force to demonstrate the true might of the galactic powers and remind these upstarts of their place in the cosmic order." Cheers of approval echoed through the chamber. Species that had been at odds for centuries found common ground in their derision of humanity's ambitions. In the Mariana Command Center, Dr. Amit Sharma leaned towards Admiral Saito. "They're playing right into our hands, Elena. The arrogance is almost too perfect." Sato nodded, her eyes never leaving the screen. Indeed, Prepare the Lazarus Protocol. It's time to wake the sleepers. Across the solar system, in secret bases hidden on moons and asteroids, stasis pods began to hum to life. Inside each pod, a human form stirred. Soldiers, scientists, and specialists who had volunteered to be placed in suspended animation, waiting for this very moment. These are the best and brightest of humanity, enhanced with bleeding-edge biotechnology and neural interfaces. For years they had slumbered, their minds connected to vast simulation networks, honing their skills and strategies for the coming conflict. As the Galactic Council voted overwhelmingly to discipline the upstart humans, the Lazarus Protocol entered its final stages. Thousands of enhanced humans awoke, ready to take their places on the most advanced ships ever created by human hands. In a hidden shipyard in the Oort cloud, the true pride of the human fleet waited. These ships bore little resemblance to the decoy fleet that Earth had allowed the galaxy to see. Their hulls were made of metamaterials that absorbed all forms of energy, rendering them nearly invisible. Their weapons systems utilized principles of physics that the Council races had yet to discover. Admiral Saito's voice rang out through the command center. Initiate Operation Cosmic Unveiling. All ships, prepare for quantum fold jump. Across the solar system, hidden ships powered up their engines. In the space of a heartbeat, they vanished, leaving behind only a faint ripple in the fabric of space-time. In the Galactic Council chamber, alarms suddenly blared. The holographic displays flickered and changed, showing a sight that struck fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned spacefarers. Surrounding the Council station was a vast armada of ships unlike anything they had ever seen. Sleek, dark, and radiating power, the human fleet had appeared out of nowhere, defying all known laws of physics. Admiral Kolak's laughter died in his throat as he stared at the display in disbelief. The chamber erupted into chaos as representatives scrambled to contact their homeworlds. A new hologram appeared in the center of the chamber. Admiral Elena Sato, her uniform bearing insignias that none of the aliens could decipher, addressed the stunned assembly. Esteemed members of the Galactic Council, she began, her voice calm, but carrying an undercurrent of steel. You have laughed at humanity's ambitions. You have dismissed our potential. You have plotted against us, thinking us naive and weak. She paused, allowing her words to sink in. That ends today. We come not as conquerors, but as equals. The galaxy stands on the brink of a new era, and humanity will no longer be relegated to the sidelines. As Sato spoke, reports flooded in from across the galaxy. Human ships had appeared near every major world, every strategic location. In the space of a few minutes, the balance of power had shifted irrevocably. We offer you a choice, Sato continued. Embrace a future of true cooperation and mutual respect, or cling to your outdated hierarchies and face the consequences. The decision is yours. In the stunned silence that followed, the laughing admirals of the Council found that, for once, they had nothing to say. The cosmic chess game. The aftermath of humanity's revelation sent shockwaves through the galactic community. As the initial shock wore off, the various alien races scrambled to adapt to this new reality. Some sought alliances, others plotted in secret, and a few even considered the unthinkable, open conflict with the suddenly formidable humans. In the heart of the Zarkonian Empire, a clandestine meeting was taking place. High Admiral Zexatra, her bioluminescent scales pulsing with agitation, addressed a group of shadowy figures. We cannot allow these upstart primates to upset millennia of careful planning, she hissed. The eternal convergence is too close to completion. We must act, and act decisively. One of the figures stepped forward, revealing the crystalline form of a Quanthi elder. Perhaps, it chimed, its voice resonating through the chamber, we have been too hasty in our judgment. These humans have demonstrated capabilities beyond our understanding. We should seek to learn, not destroy. Zexatra's eyes narrowed. Your pacifism blinds you, Elder. The humans are a threat to everything we've built. They must be eliminated, and I have just the weapon to do it. With a gesture, she activated a holographic display. A massive structure appeared, shaped like a double helix and stretching for thousands of kilometers. "Behold," Zexatra proclaimed, "the Nexus Unraveler, capable of manipulating the very fabric of space-time on a galactic scale. With this, we can isolate Earth and its colonies, cutting them off from the rest of the universe forever." As the conspirators debated, none of them noticed the silent observer in their midst. A human consciousness, uploaded into the Zirconian quantum network, watched and listened, gathering crucial intelligence. Back on Earth, in a facility deep beneath the Mariana Trench, Admiral Elena Saito received the transmitted information. Her cybernetically enhanced mind processed the data in microseconds, formulating strategies and counter-moves. "Dr. Sharma," she called out, her voice calm despite the gravity of the situation. "It seems our Zirconian friends are about to force our hand. Prepare the Mobius protocol." Amit Sharma, his hands dancing over holographic controls, nodded grimly. "Are you sure, Elena? Once we activate it, there's no going back. The very nature of our reality will be altered." Sato's eyes, glowing faintly with the power of her neural enhancements, met Sharma's. "We've prepared for this moment for decades, Amit. It's time to show the galaxy what humanity is truly capable of." As they spoke, a signal was sent out across human-controlled space. In hidden bases and secret laboratories, scientists and engineers sprang into action. The Mobius protocol, humanity's ultimate contingency plan, began to unfold. Across the galaxy, human ships suddenly changed. Their hulls shimmered and twisted, seeming to fold in on themselves in impossible ways. Crew members, their bodies and minds augmented beyond recognition, merged with their vessels, becoming one with the advanced technology. On countless worlds, hidden human agents activated dormant technologies. Ancient ruins, long thought to be mere archaeological curiosities, hummed to life. The truth that humanity had kept hidden for so long was finally revealed. Earth was not their original home, but a refuge. A place where they had rebuilt and prepared after a cataclysm that had nearly wiped them from existence eons ago. As the Zirconian Nexus Unraveler powered up, ready to isolate Earth from the galactic community, it encountered something unexpected. The space around Earth and its colonies began to warp and twist. The laws of physics seemed to break down, replaced by new rules that defied comprehension. Admiral Zexatra watched in horror as her superweapon's energy was absorbed and redirected. The double helix structure of the Nexus Unraveler began to unravel, its components pulled into a swirling vortex of energy. Across the galaxy, similar phenomena occurred. The hidden ruins on countless worlds activated, creating a network of interconnected spatial anomalies. The universe itself seemed to reshape around humanity's will. In the Galactic Council chamber, now a scene of panic and confusion, a hologram of Admiral Saito appeared. Her form was different now, a seamless blend of organic and synthetic, representing the next step in human evolution. "Esteemed members of the galactic community," she began, her voice resonating with newfound power. "We gave you a choice between cooperation and conflict. Some of you chose unwisely." As she spoke, the space around the council station began to shift. Stars seemed to move, and the very fabric of reality rippled. "Humanity is more than you could have ever imagined," Saito continued. "We are not just a species, but the inheritors of a legacy older than your civilizations. We slumbered, we rebuilt, and now we have awakened fully." The hologram expanded, showing the galaxy transforming. New hyperspace lanes formed, connecting distant stars in the blink of an eye. Dyson spheres materialized around dying suns, harnessing their last vestiges of energy. Barren worlds bloomed with life, terraformed in mere moments. "This is not an end," Saito declared, "but a new beginning. A rewriting of the cosmic order. You can be part of this new era, or you can be left behind in the old reality. The choice, once again, is yours." As the galactic powers grappled with this paradigm shift, humanity stood at the center of a transformed universe. The cosmic chess game had been won, not through brute force, but through a fundamental reimagining of what was possible. The age of human ascendancy had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same. The architect unveiled. As the galaxy reeled from humanity's cosmic restructuring, a new mystery emerged. Whispers spread of an enigmatic figure known only as the architect, the mastermind behind humanity's inconceivable leap in technology and power. Alien civilizations, once proud and mighty, now scrambled to uncover the identity of this elusive creator. On the fringes of known space, a lone ship drifted. Its design was unlike anything seen before, a fractal structure that seemed to fold in on itself infinitely. Inside, Captain Lyra Chen, great-granddaughter of the legendary diplomat Dr. Marcus Chen, stood at the helm. Her body, a seamless blend of organic tissue and quantum circuitry, interfaced directly with the ship's systems. "Status report," she commanded, her voice resonating through the ship's neural network. A holographic display materialized, showing a desolate planet surrounded by a shimmering energy field. "Target located, Captain," the ship's air responded. "Anomaly detected within the planetary core." Lyra's eyes, iridescent with nanobots, narrowed. "Initiate descent. It's time we learned the truth about our origins." As the ship breached the planet's atmosphere, the energy field parted like a curtain. The barren landscape below suddenly shifted, revealing a hidden megalopolis of impossible architecture. Buildings twisted into Mobius strips, streets folded into Klein bottles, and at the center, a structure that defied description, a hypercube cathedral that existed in more dimensions than the human mind could comprehend. Lyra and her crew disembarked, their bodies adapting to the planet's unique physics. As they approached the cathedral, its doors, if they could be called that, opened of their own accord. Inside, they found not alien technology, but something far more surprising. The walls were lined with artifacts from Earth's history, cave paintings, ancient scrolls, Renaissance art, and modern digital displays. At the center stood a figure, their form constantly shifting between male and female, young and old, human and machine. "Welcome, children," the figure spoke, its voice a harmony of all human languages. "I am the one you call the architect, though I have worn many names throughout history." Lyra stepped forward, her mind racing. "You're human." The architect smiled, the expression rippling across that ever-changing face. "In a manner of speaking, I am the culmination of humanity's potential, a being existing across all points in time simultaneously." As the architect spoke, the cathedral around them came to life. Images flashed across its surfaces, the rise and fall of civilizations, the evolution of species, the birth and death of stars. "Eons ago," the architect continued, "I saw a future where humanity would be subjugated by alien races, our potential snuffed out before it could bloom. So I set in motion a grand plan, seeding technologies and ideas throughout human history, guiding our species towards this moment." Lyra's crew watched in awe as the truth unfolded before them. The quantum fold drive, the Mobius protocol, even their own enhanced bodies, all were part of the architect's design, carefully orchestrated across millennia. "But why reveal yourself now?" Lyra asked, her voice tinged with both wonder and apprehension. The architect's form solidified, taking on the appearance of a wise elder. "Because the next phase of our evolution requires conscious choice. Humanity stands at a crossroads, with the power to reshape reality itself. But power without wisdom leads to destruction." As they spoke, the cathedral began to transform. Its walls became transparent, revealing the vast expanse of the universe beyond. Galaxies swirled, stars pulsed with life, and woven through it all was a network of energy. The collective consciousness of humanity spread across time and space. "You, Lyra Chen, and your crew represent the best of humanity," the architect declared. "You will be the bridge between what we were and what we may become. The galaxy awaits our guidance, but we must first understand the weight of our responsibility. Suddenly, Laura felt her consciousness expanding. She saw the universe not just as it was, but as it could be, countless potential futures branching out before her. She understood the delicate balance of cosmic forces, the interconnectedness of all life, and the profound impact of every choice. As the vision faded, Laura found herself back in the cathedral, forever changed. She looked at the architect with new eyes, seeing not just the creator of humanity's ascension, but a reflection of humanity's ultimate potential. "What happens now?" she asked, her voice steady despite the weight of revelation. The architect's form began to dissolve, merging with the energy of the cathedral. "Now, you take the helm. Guide humanity and the galaxy towards a future of harmony and endless discovery. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility and even greater possibilities." As the architect faded from view, their final words echoed through the hypercube cathedral. "The story of humanity is just beginning. Write it well." Laura and her crew stood in silence, the magnitude of their task settling upon them. They were no longer just explorers or diplomats. They were the custodians of a cosmic legacy, tasked with shepherding not just humanity, but all sentient life towards a brighter future. As they prepared to leave the planet, each of them knew that the true challenge lay ahead. The galaxy awaited, full of wonders to discover and civilizations to guide. The era of human ascendancy had begun, but its ultimate destiny remained unwritten. With a thought, Laura's ship sprang to life, ready to embark on the greatest adventure in human history. The universe, in all its infinite complexity, beckoned. The cosmic tapestry, centuries passed in the blink of a cosmic eye. Humanity, guided by the wisdom of the architect and led by visionaries like Lyra Chen, had reshaped the galaxy in ways once thought impossible. But with great power came unforeseen challenges. On the edge of known space, a massive structure hung suspended between realities. The Nexus of Epochs, as it was called, served as the central hub for humanity's grand experiment in cosmic stewardship. Its crystalline spires pulsed with the collective thoughts of trillions of minds, both human and alien. Within its central chamber, a council unlike any other was in session. Representatives from every sapient species in the galaxy were present, their forms as diverse as the stars themselves. Some appeared in physical form, others as holographic projections, and still others as pure energy constructs. At the head of the council stood Aurora Chen, descendant of Lyra and current overseer of the cosmic tapestry. Her form shimmered between states of matter, a living embodiment of humanity's transcendence beyond physical limitations. "Esteemed colleagues," Aurora began, her voice resonating on multiple planes of existence simultaneously. "We face a crisis that threatens the very fabric of our shared reality." The chamber hummed with nervous energy as Aurora continued. "Our efforts to guide the evolution of the galaxy have led to an unforeseen consequence. We've detected a fracture in the cosmic membrane, a tear between dimensions that grows with each passing moment." Holographic displays materialized, showing the extent of the damage. A web of cracks spread across the universe, each one a potential gateway to realities beyond comprehension. Zornful, representative of the once mighty Zarkonian Empire, now a close ally of humanity, spoke up. "How could this happen? Our combined technologies should have been able to prevent such a catastrophe." Aurora's form flickered, revealing the strain of maintaining cosmic balance. "It appears that our manipulation of reality itself has had unintended ripple effects. The more we shape the universe to our will, the more we weaken the boundaries between dimensions. Today, we honor that legacy not by conquering the cosmos, but by becoming its humble caretakers. The true age of discovery begins now." As the council dispersed, each representative returning to their home worlds to guide their people into this new era, a sense of renewed purpose filled the air. The galaxy lay before them, not as a playground for gods, but as an endless frontier of mysteries to be unraveled. Humanity, once the upstart species that had reshaped reality itself, now took its place among the stars as equals. The laughter of avian admirals was a distant memory, replaced by mutual respect and shared wonder at the vastness of the universe. And somewhere, in the depths of space and time, the architects smiled. The cosmic game had played out exactly as it should, and the true potential of life in all its forms was finally unleashed. The story of the galaxy, of humanity, of all sentient beings, continued, not as a tale of dominance, but as an eternal journey of discovery, cooperation, and growth. The cosmic tapestry, rewoven by choice rather than power, shimmered with the promise of adventures yet to come. A murmur of concern spread through the assembly. Glevix, an entity of pure thought from the Andromeda galaxy, pulsed with agitation. What are our options? Surely we cannot undo all the progress we've made. Aurora raised a hand, calling for calm. We have one option, but it requires a sacrifice greater than any we've faced before. We must relinquish our godlike powers and return to a state of cosmic equilibrium. The chamber erupted in chaos. Species that had grown accustomed to reshaping planets at will, traveling through time as easily as space, and manipulating the fundamental forces of the universe, balked at the idea of giving up such power. Amidst the uproar, a quiet voice cut through the noise. An elder Quanthi, its crystalline form glowing softly, spoke with the wisdom of eons. Perhaps, it chimed, this is the true test the architect prepared us for. Not how we wield power, but how we let it go. Aurora nodded solemnly. The Quanthi speaks truth. Our ancestors rose to dominance, not through brute force, but through innovation, cooperation, and a willingness to evolve. Now we must evolve again, not by ascending further, but by finding harmony with the cosmic order. As the council debated, the cracks in reality grew wider. Strange energies seeped through, and reports flooded in of spatial anomalies across the galaxy. Time was running out. Aurora raised her hands, channeling the full power of the nexus of epochs. The choice is upon us. We can cling to our power and watch reality crumble, or we can embrace a new path forward. Who among you will join me in this final sacrifice for the good of all? One by one, representatives stepped forward. Species that had once been bitter enemies now stood united in purpose. The chamber filled with a brilliant light as each being offered up their enhanced abilities, their godlike powers, their very immortality. Aurora, her form now solidifying into a purely human shape, smiled through tears of both sorrow and hope. Together, we weave a new cosmic tapestry, not as masters of the universe, but as its stewards and students. As the combined essence of countless civilizations flowed through her, Aurora directed the energy towards the fractured cosmic membrane. Reality itself seemed to hold its breath as the power of ages past mended the tears between dimensions. When it was done, the galaxy was changed. The impossible structures and physics-defying wonders faded away. Planets returned to their natural states, and the laws of the universe reasserted themselves. But all was not lost. The knowledge and wisdom gained over centuries of ascendancy remained. The bonds forged between species, the understanding of the cosmos, and the spirit of exploration that had driven humanity to the stars, these endured. As the beings in the chamber looked upon each other with new eyes, they realized that their greatest achievement was not in reshaping the galaxy, but in coming together to save it. Aurora, now fully human once more, addressed the assembly one last time. Our journey among the stars began with curiosity and a dream of something great.